The Ghana Boundary Commission, together with the counterparts from Cote d'Ivoire, have begun discussions on modalities for the full implementation of the ruling on the disputed maritime boundary. The International Tribunal for the Law of the Sea in 2017 ruled in Ghana's favor to explore oil in its sea. Although both countries have accepted the ruling, they are yet to fully implement it. They have therefore been meeting in Ghana to discuss the way forward and to deal with outstanding land border issues. Michael Ashale has more in the following report.
Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire boundary agencies have for the first time met to discuss strategies to deal with common threats to border security. According to the National Coordinator for the Ghana Boundary Commission, Major General Ghana-Cote, the meeting aims at developing a mechanism for dealing with boundary challenges, including the destruction, pillars and landmarks.
Yeah, the common challenges have been the interference of land boundaries markings in our waters, and this include tempering of pillars and other markings along the international boundary line. But normally when such things happen, we meet our counterparts on the other side and we amicably resolve it. But let me say, people along these boundary areas do not even understand what is a boundary pillar. So sometimes out of human activities like farming and other activities, we find that these pillars are destroyed. Sometimes it can also be removed out of erosion. So there is a need for constant monitoring of these pillars around the country so that we ensure that these pillars are not removed or the pillars are in place.
Since 2017, both countries have been unable to fully implement the ruling of the International Tribunal for the Law of the Sea regarding its disputed maritime boundaries. Major General Ghana-Cote says that the modalities for its implementation will feature strongly in their deliberations.
One of the things that we're going to do in this meeting is to come out with a roadmap of how we would continue the implementation of the ETLOS ruling. But there's nothing wrong. The boundaries, the Cote d'Ivoire has accepted the judgment. It's just that there are issues that must be followed up for the implementation process. And I believe that since this meeting is being held, the implementation will go on and probably will come out with certain modalities that will be able to resolve these things.
The Executive Secretary of the Cote d'Ivoire National Border Commission, Dia Khalidia Kanoute, explained peculiar administrative challenges have delayed the implementation of the ETLOS ruling. He spoke through a translator.
These are challenges that are common to both countries. Both countries are in agreement for the implementation of the ruling from the court. Sometimes elections, constraints, we have other change of governments and other government objectives, and sometimes change of there's a change in terms of administrative head of both institutions. But however, there's a firm will today for us to make progress on this issue.
Okay. Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Resources Benito Owusubio underscored the need for the two countries to deal with outstanding border-related challenges in the face of emerging security threats in the sub-region.
The terms of reference for this meeting, as I have been privy to, are quite significant for the proper management of common boundaries, both land and maritime. More so with the nature of emerging security threats that are gradually rearing their ugly heads along the boundaries due to the rise in political unrest in some neighboring African countries. The need to jointly manage the common maritime boundaries as a tool for safeguarding the peace and security of both Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire has become even more important. This is the time for both countries to jointly demarcate, delimit, and reaffirm their common land and maritime boundaries, as well as jointly ensure the proper management of the boundaries.
Both countries hope to use the opportunity to strengthen bilateral relations. Reporting for Joy News, Michael Ashale.